Hi everyone, welcome back to Create Every Day in May, hosted by Jan's Crazy Life. Today is May 21st, 2018, and you guessed it, we're making a card. This card has no significant meaning to me, but it's a special card nonetheless. I am making two masculine cards. I'm attempting to make two masculine cards. I've been struggling all morning. I woke up a little bit late. I woke up around 5 o'clock this morning, I think, 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I'm still working on those same two cards. Needless to say, I'm a little bit on a frustrated side. Usually it doesn't take this long for me to make a card, but the more I try to incorporate a lot of things, the more frustrated I become. So anyway, I want to share with you what I have used because I've done most of the card already. I have a Doris embossing folder called Sheet Music. So I've embossed that, and I did two because I'm thinking two. One is for an 82-year-old man, and one is for a 100-year-old veteran who would like 100 birthday cards. And I'm like, let's do that. Let's see if we can't make him happy. I think that he'll probably get more than 100 birthday cards. I think it was broadcast on the local news, and I'm in this Facebook group, and she saw it, and I'm like, that's awesome. I don't know what service he was in. I don't know any of that. None of that really matters to me because this is a simple card in my opinion. There's nothing detailed and intricate about it. It's just, you know, a couple of sheets of paper with some ink on it. Now, I have had some issues making this card, though, so it's definitely made with love, sweat, and tears, as I always say. I'm not sure about you all. It is just paper, so I shouldn't get upset. I shouldn't get frustrated, but sometimes I'm just like, ugh. And usually I can walk away from the situation and come back to it. But lately, over the last month or so, whenever I've had a card or a paper crafting, any kind of crafting disaster, I'm just like, no, deal with it. I sound like I'm talking to my son right now. Like when he does something, I'm like, just deal with it. Get over it. It's going to be okay. We're going to have this card open up like this. And this one is just, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if you can read music or not, but it goes like this. You know, the treble at the front, the beginning. I remember when I was in elementary school, we had music, which is awesome. If you have the opportunity to have your child go to a school that allows or has music, please send him or her there. I remember when we stopped having music. Like we had instruments, we had, you know, clarinet, flute, piano, and then it disappeared. We went on Christmas vacation, I believe it was, and came back and it was no more music. And so I was like, wow. And so I know they had a big push, a big push, the celebrities, I want to say about 10 years ago, to get those back in the schools, especially for the inner city areas, because sometimes that's the only outlet that child has. So it's important for him or her to receive that. You never know that could definitely make a difference in their life. I would say that it definitely helps me learn a few things about life and music and patience and learning things. I played the flute for a short period of time, and I was so excited about that because my mother played the flute. And so when I told her that we had, you know, music was going on, and she was like, oh, what instrument? And I was like, the flute. She's like, oh, I used to play the flute, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, if you've ever seen anyone play a flute, you know that you have to have good head posture, you know, good posture, hold your head a certain way. So it was very, very fun, and this is how it's going to look. It was very, very fun to be able to do that. Alrighty, so, you know, just keep that in mind when you have the opportunity. I know a lot of people are big sports fanatics and like, oh, my son or daughter is going to do this. And, you know, some girls like cheerleading. Even that, you know, any type of after-school activity, I think, helps with the development of a child. Social skills, all kinds of, oh no, fun stuff. I meant to stamp in goodness gracious, this is great. I meant to stamp in black, and I stamped in red, carnation red. What was I thinking? May the stamp gods be with me. Oh no! Nervous, nervous, nervous. Great. I'm always nervous about that stamp. I'm not sure why. I know why, because you know why. Because when you play Stamp Chicken, you lose sometimes. Definitely not always a winning situation for Stamp Chicken. Like, see? You see that little smudge? Brandy, what in the world, girl? What is wrong with me sometimes? I don't even know. It's okay, though. Because if not, I can always just start over. Holding breath. Stamp gods be with me. Alrighty. Not too bad of a boo-boo. But those are drumsticks. Maybe I could have did those in brown. But, I don't think I have brown ink. And that's okay. So, let's go ahead and finish assembling this card. Alright. So, it's going to say, happy birthday. And the thing about what I was just thinking, I don't want to make it too, which I already did, so I'm going to have to take this off, dimensional, because I have to put it in the post. I have to mail it. Oh my goodness, Brandy, what were you thinking? Because I think it would look good popped up off the card like that, but not to mail. Because the post office is brutal. Like, I don't want it to get there and they be like, you got to pay extra because we couldn't scan it. And so we don't know the real price. And the people at the post office where I live, they're very nice. Like, they're very, very nice. It's an older post office, so I guess they're like, yeah, we don't get too upset about a lot of stuff. But at the same time, I don't want the recipient to have to pay. Could you imagine having to make an 82-year-old pay extra postage for a card because I popped up a drum set? That would be horrible. The natives are starting to wake up one by one. The big roommate just burst in here. So, any noise in the background is just family life, I guess. No worries at all. So, just going to apply a little bit more tape. I'm really worried about those leg stands from the instruments because I went in and called myself fussy cutting. So, but then I didn't fussy cut that because no, not going to happen. I don't want it to go in the middle. Let's try right about here. I think I'm going to apply, not right now, I'm going to play around with these distress inks because I really like them. But I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't have all of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of them because they keep bringing out more and more and more and more and more and more and more. But I do like some colors a lot, so I'll probably own too many of those at some point in my life. So there is one card, and I think it's cool. It's not too fancy, not too plain. Let's work on this other card. I'm going to use this orange paper. We're going to put this on here, and we're going to put that on there. All the same elements, nothing different besides the colors. I figured that would be something easy for me to do, not stress over, and get those out the way, because I want to try to do some more fancier, well, not fancy, just not fold out open cards. I don't think, I haven't seen any cards that were too fancy for me that I wanted to try and create. So I'm going to go ahead and create the score line, and then I will be back. When I first embossed this, I was thinking, wonder what this music is, like Wonder what it was. So I looked on the label to see if it said like Christmas sheet music. So it just said sheet music. And I can't read music. So I hope they can't either. And it's not some crazy song like, I don't know. If it's a Christmas song, I guess it would be fine if they celebrate Christmas and singing Christmas songs. But I don't know. I just thought it was cool. And well, I would think that the company wouldn't sell things like that, because people that don't celebrate Christmas, who may be able to read sheet music, would probably get offended. So it's probably just a bunch of random notes put there to look cute. I don't know. So we're just going to apply this down. Oh, I need to stamp, huh? So we're going to stamp that same sentiment, and this one folds to the left. It opens up like that. But this time I'm just going to put dance to the beat of the drum of your beat, or whatever it says, and then I'm going to do the drumsticks. I'm going to do the drumsticks different this time. I think I'm going to put them underneath. So I have a little bit of variety on the card. I really like this orange color. So yeah, maybe I put one like right here and another one right there. I don't know. You really can't tell if they're drumsticks too good. Probably because I'm using a different color than white on here. I think they just threw this in for good measure, because this drumstick isn't really needed. Yeah, that looks weird, right? I'll put it right on this side. But I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. I'm not going to even tell you how many times I attempted to create this video. A good 20. A good 20, if not more. Sometimes you wake up and you're good to go, and then other times I wake up and I have to do a video 20 times. So yeah. And see, by me not fussy cutting this out, it's a lot easier to glue. I don't have to worry about all those pieces. I just wanted to make sure. Let me see. I can snip some of it down though, so it looks a little bit better. That piece. That. Yeah, I think that's good to go. Good to go. So put that right there. Over here, and then I'll still use a thin strip right there. If this was going like into a package or something, you know, like if I was sending like a package, it wouldn't bother me too much that I popped it up. But lately I've been seeing how the post office does the cards and things like that, like the intricate cards, and I'm just like, I don't want to go through all of that. Because every time I go in there, I have cards that I need to mail off for things, and it's like a little bit of the dimension on it. Like, is this? I'm like, it's just a card with some extra tape or whatever. And they're like, okay, we can't run it through the machine. And I saw someone where they posted, and it was saying that the post office is charging extra postage for things that can't be machine ran. And I don't want that to happen. I really don't. So I'm just choosing to keep it as flat as possible. I mean, we already have an embossing folder, right? Embossed card on there. I really love those color combinations, you know, because blue and pink make purple, right? And I love how it kind of fades into purple and back into, I just love that. I do love those. So I think those are the colors that I tend to gravitate to more, because those are the colors that I like to see when I am creating things. So I hope that you've enjoyed this assembly with me. Until tomorrow or next time, happy crafting.